Respected Sri James A. Songate, respected Diakon Kagunna Rongmei, ex-veterinary officer, I. Binod Singh, retired headmaster, human rights activist and social worker, Mr. Sudhir De, social worker, Chairman of Lakhipur Municipal Board, Mr. Mrinal Kanti Das, Circle Officer Jonathan Baipe, Barak Valley Hills Council Chairman Gideon Tomlin, BC Chairman Marcolin Pu Ngamamar, Mr. Somajit Chakraborty, Assistant Vice Principal of All High School, Mr. Anjan Nath, Principal of All High School, Mr. Himanish Pukayasta, Principal of Nehru Higher Secondary School, Mr. Gideon of Asapali School, Mr. Tarun Sinha of Asapali School, and all the other dignitaries and our ex-principal and principal of Emmanuel Higher Secondary School, Mrs. Uri Singh, and all my friends, my colleagues, ex-alumni, all the students, respected teachers, and the managing committee members, and everyone, I welcome you all warmly to this function. We are celebrating the 50th anniversary of our school. We also thank you for all the parents who have come here to grace this occasion. We warmly welcome you all. We thank you for all being part of this function. We wanted to have a greater grand function, but we are limited with the resources that we have. So I thank you all for coming to this function. And now I'd like to throw a small glimpse of the past history of the school. My late father, late Reverend A.D. Devdas, founder and co-founder, late Mrs. Mary Elizabeth, founded this school on the principle of service, love, and wisdom. The motto was service to mankind, service to the poorer classes, and with love of Christ. And while imparting wisdom, we have the privilege that Edith Douglas School took oath in 2nd June of 1972. Back then, you could just imagine how the school was like. There was no education, the government sector was weak, there was no, like the government nowadays is very proactive. But then, those days, the government there was no proper education system, so much of corruption in the system. Like Jawaharlal Nehru said in 1947, we are trenched with destiny. We had nothing, we had no foundation. The education sector was rebuilt, everything was to be rebuilt from scratch. The British took away all our wealth. And here we are. And when my father and mother came here, it was no lights, no electricity. And in this situation, we saw that education, many of us left out from the education system. Hence the need to build a school. We had the privilege of being the first English medium school in the entire Lakhipur subdivision. Initially, the school was started for the orphans, exclusively targeting the orphans. of the Marpolin area, of the Manipur like South District area, covering some parts of Mizoram. So we were targeting all these three states, neighboring states, orphans from those poor areas used to come flock to our orphanage. For them this school was started, and naturally it gradually was opened up for the paying students so that we could cater to a larger section of the society. Thereby, Edith Douglas took oath illuminating the banks of the Barak River with hopes, foundation, expectation, and pride, providing English medium education to all the masses. There were times that my parents struggled to pay the salaries of the school teachers. My dad never wanted to borrow money from anyone. But here, my mother could not see that teachers are not being paid. She used to run to the Kabuliwala and borrow money to pay the salaries. And here we end up with debts. So this has been the way that we had, and God has been kind to us. We have been able to run this. Though my parents are not alive today, yet they may be proud to see the school is still standing and we are moving forward. And all the schools which have come after us have been some way or the other connected to us. There were teachers here who later formed schools, and we encourage, because we cannot limit our school education to one area. There is room for everyone to grow. It's a healthy competition. As long as we have a healthy competition, I think it's fine, and we can expound the boundaries, the horizons of education. There's a lot more to do. There's a lot more to go. There's a lot more to go forward. So together we work for the education community to take this education forward in a more higher level, you can say. Till now if we compare to the cities, there's a lot of gaps. Those gaps we are trying to fulfill. The parents can be assured that we are trying to build the future of our nation. In our school, we especially focus on diversity. That is what the picture of India is all about, that we are diverse. From different communities, without any regard to language, caste or creed, we serve everyone. We are happy to have you all come to this function. I also once again like to repeat our guest of honor, Mr. James Anthony Somate. Thank you for coming and gracing this occasion.